Welcome to my channel, A Blast a Budget. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you are notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me today in this budget with me. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video you will consider subscribing.
Vibes on vibes, I'm taking dynamite. I blow your candle light. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my eyes. Are set, follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not depend on me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. But there is no sacrifices.
So in this video today, we are going to be closing out week 1 and setting up for week 2. So I just want to start off in the calendar spread of March. We do have the first week marked off. Everything got paid for the first week of March. So now we're looking at week 2. Week 2, I don't have a lot of bills, but they are expensive. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. But before we do, we are going to close out week 1 like I stated. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so here is our March paycheck budget tracker, and this week ran from the 1st through the 9th for me. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our inflow section. So we did have education come in at $225. I am graduating and I did need to buy things as far as for graduation goes. So I put this over. We did get source number 1 at $837. We got source number 2 at $800. We got rollover number 1 at $165.26. We had rollover number 2 at actually $441.55, not the $405. So our inflow total for week 1 was $2,468.81. So we're going to go ahead and move down here to our fixed expenses, which were the bills for the first week of March. So we had rent. It was actually $119. We had life insurance, and that was $31.31. We had YouTube TV at $72.99. OnStar came out at $31.99. Apple Care for my iPad came out at $349. The Way came out at $10. Half of the card note came out at $160. My internet did go up significantly, so I budgeted $90. It was actually $91.99. Netflix was $6.99 and Apple storage was $2.99. So altogether, our fixed expense total was $530.75, leaving us a leftover of $1,938.06. So we're going to go ahead and move down here to our variable expenses for week 1. So for gas, we spent $110.51. This is because I did have to get my brakes done on my car, so I had to put gas in another car for me to get around, until my car was fixed. So that's part of why this is over budget. Household, I spent $119.52, so we were under budget. Food out, we spent $20.85. We were under budget. Me, I spent $83.16, under budget as well. For daughter, she spent $13.53. Son, he spent $10. I did not budget him anything, but he spent $10. Miscellaneous, we were over budget. We spent $30.44. We didn't spend anything for car wash, car accessories, and we didn't spend nothing for school. And savings spent. Out of the $225, we spent $178.01. I am thinking about putting my car wash, car accessories into my miscellaneous category because I don't get my car washed often. I don't know if it's just because it's the winter time, but I am going to keep it separate, and then I'm going to see what I'm doing in the summertime, and then I'm going to make a choice if I want to add this to miscellaneous. So altogether, our variable expense total was $566.02. leaving us a leftover $1,372.04. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring this $1,372.04 up here to our extra savings. So I do budget out of 2 different accounts, and I do have to make sure that those accounts stay at a certain amount so all my bills can get paid. So for rollover number 1, we're rolling over $691.95. And for rollover number 2, we are rolling over $680.09. We do have a savings total of $1,372.04, and we have a leftover of 0. So we're going to go ahead and look at week 2 of March. So my phone bill is due this week, so I have to make sure I remember that because it's $200. Okay, so we are looking at our March paycheck budget tracker for week 2. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so this do run from March 10th all the way through March 16th. Okay, so the inflow that I do expect to receive this week is rollover number 1 and rollover number 2. Okay, so we did budget rollover number 1 at $691.95. And for rollover number 2, we did budget $680.09. So I do want to go ahead. And add up all of our income that we do plan to receive this week. Okay, so that do give us a inflow total of $1,372.04. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and write in the fixed expenses and the dates, and I'll be right back. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna bump me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is beating for you, and I can't stop crying. The way I am budgeting 10. Phone bill, I am budgeting $200. For my car insurance, we are budgeting $253.36. This is the most I've ever paid for a car insurance, so that's why I'm budgeting it that high. Disney Plus, I am budgeting $7.99. And Pandora, I am budgeting $5.99. Okay, I am going to add up all the fixed expenses, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we did get a fixed expense total for week 2 of $477.34. Okay, I am going to go ahead and take this $1,372.04. I'm going to subtract my fixed expenses for the week. That is $477.34. So we are left with $894.70. So I am going to go ahead and bring that down here to our variable expenses, $894.70. Okay, so for this week, I am budgeting gas. I am budgeting household. I do abbreviate. Food out. I am budgeting me, daughter, son, miscellaneous, and I think that's about it. All that I am budgeting for this week. I'm not spending any savings this week that I know of or anything. So for gas, we are going to budget our usual $60 a week. Household, I do want to budget about $10 for that. Food out, I want to budget $30. Me, I'm budgeting me 0, daughter 0, son 0, and then miscellaneous, I want to budget $20. And that's all that I do plan to spend. I pray that I don't go over this amount, and I pray that I am under all these amounts. So we have 60 plus 10 plus 30 plus 20. Oh, son, I am budgeting him something. He has picture day this week, and they are $19. So I am budgeting him something this week. I'm budgeting him $19 to spend, and this is 20. So plus 19, that gives us a variable expense total of $139. So I am going to go ahead and take this $894.70, and I'm going to subtract the $139. That gives us a leftover of $755.70. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and just bring that over here to our extra savings. We have $755.70. Okay, so I do plan to roll over in account number 1, and I do plan to roll over in account 2. Okay. So, in account 1, I am budgeting to roll over the whole $691.95. And for rollover number 2, I am budgeting to roll over $63.75. So I'm going to subtract the $691.95. So that gives me $63.75 for account number 2. So altogether we do plan to save $755.70 with 0 left over. Okay, so this is a look at week 2 for our paycheck budget tracker. And I'm already going to tell you guys right now, account 2, we are short a lot. So I know I'm going to have to pull from my emergency to go ahead and make sure that we have bills paid for the next 2 weeks. So that's why it's very important to have emergency fund, because I use my emergency fund when I am short in bills. Like if I don't have enough to pay bills, I'll pull from my emergency, and that's what it's for. So come back next week. We're going to go ahead and close out this week, and we're going to set up for week 3 already. So today is the 10th. It's daylight savings time. How was your guys' daylight savings? Did you guys wake up late? I did wake up late. Even though I had nothing to do, it just felt like I woke up extra late. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today in this budget with me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.
Everything was taken, you had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit.